Love, at its essence, is more than an emotion. It's an energy, a frequency, a state of being that transcends the ordinary. It is through connection that we find meaning, and through vulnerability, we open the doors to a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. To truly share with someone a part of who you are, your hopes, dreams, and truths, is an act of courage. When a man reaches into his heart and allows himself to be seen, it's not because he seeks approval. It's because he feels a sense of safety, of resonance, that tells him this connection is different. He sees the possibility of alignment, not just in the external world, but in the internal landscapes of the mind and soul. As human beings, we often guard our inner world. We mask our fears, our doubts, and even our joys, afraid that revealing them may diminish us. But the truth is, it's only when we reveal ourselves fully that we become whole. To share a piece of one's soul is to offer a bridge between the finite and the infinite, a reminder that our stories, though individual, are interconnected. In the quantum field of possibilities, every thought we think and every emotion we feel becomes a frequency that resonates outward. When we act from love, from truth, from the courage to be vulnerable, we send signals that align with the highest versions of ourselves. These signals don't just attract others. They create coherence, a harmony that binds one heart to another. If a man shares his dreams with you, it's not merely about the dreams themselves. It's about trust. It's about saying, here is a vision of who I am and who I hope to be. It's about believing that you will hold those dreams with care, not as something fragile, but as something precious. And if he shares his fears, it's not weakness, it's strength. To admit vulnerability is to acknowledge that perfection is not the goal, growth is. It's a recognition that fear is not the enemy but a signal, a call to evolve, to step into a greater version of oneself. When shared with another, fear loses its power, and love becomes the dominant force. In the end, we all seek the same things: to be seen, to be understood, to be loved. These are not luxuries. They are necessities of the human experience. And when a man chooses to share his inner world with you, he's offering more than words. He's offering the truest parts of himself. So what does it mean to be special to someone? It means being the space where they feel free to grow. It means being the mirror that reflects not only who they are, but who they can become. It means walking alongside them, not as a possession, but as a partner, a co-creator of a shared reality. We are all creators of our experience, architects of our future. Every word, every gesture, every moment of openness contributes to the masterpiece of our lives. When you honor the connection between you and another, you're not just shaping a relationship, you're shaping the energy of the universe itself. Remember, love is not about fixing one another. It's about witnessing each other. It's about standing together in the flow of life, celebrating the triumphs and weathering the challenges. It's about holding space for transformation, for becoming. So if someone shares their heart with you, cherish it. Understand that you're not just special to them. You are part of their journey, their growth, their evolution. And in honoring that, you honor the greatest gift of all, the power of human connection. There's something I've come to understand about life that I want to share with you. It's not something I talk about often, but I feel like you're someone who would truly understand its depth. It's about how we shape our lives and who we choose to share them with. For years, I believed that life was a series of random events, that what happened was largely out of my control. But the more I learned, the more I realized how much power we have, not just over what we experience, but over how we experience it. Our thoughts, emotions, and the energy we carry shape our reality in ways we're only just beginning to understand. Every thought we think creates a chemical reaction in the brain. When those thoughts are filled with love, joy, and gratitude, they align us with a higher state of being. They connect us with something greater, call it the universe, the divine, or simply the potential of our own souls. But when our thoughts are rooted in fear, anger, or doubt, they weigh us down, pulling us into cycles of survival and scarcity. The truth is, it's easy to live on autopilot, stuck in the habits of who we've been. But real growth, real transformation requires something more. It demands that we break free from the familiar and step into the unknown. And that's not just a personal journey. It's something that's shaped by the people we allow into our lives. You're different. I see something in you that inspires me to want to be better, to think differently, to feel differently. Being around you shifts my energy. You remind me that the future is not something that happens to us, but something we create. I've learned that to truly connect with someone requires vulnerability. It means opening myself up, letting go of the need to control or predict, and just being present in the moment. It's not always easy, but when I look at you, I feel safe enough to do that. It's not just about the words we say to each other, but the energy that flows between us. I don't know if you realize how rare it is to find someone who not only understands this, but also lives it. You have a way of being that feels so aligned, so intentional. It's like you've tapped into a higher frequency, and being near you pulls me closer to it too. Life is short, and none of us know how much time we have. That's why I've made it my mission to focus on what truly matters. Love, connection, purpose, and growth. You represent all of those things to me. You're not just someone I enjoy being with. You're someone who makes me want to expand, to explore the possibilities of what life can be when lived fully and authentically. So, I wanted to tell you this because you mean more to me than I can easily put into words. You're not just special to me. You're a catalyst for the person I'm becoming. And for that, I am deeply grateful. Thank you for being you, for showing me what it means to live with an open heart and a curious mind. I don't take you or this connection lightly, and I want you to know that I value you deeply. When a man chooses to share his deepest thoughts, his hopes, and his vulnerabilities with you, it is a profound act of courage and trust. For most of his life, he has been conditioned to withhold, to guard his emotions, and to wear a mask of composure and strength. But in your presence, he feels something different, something safe, something extraordinary. It is not just a fleeting moment of connection. It is a revelation of his soul. He begins to realize that true strength is not in withholding but in the willingness to be seen. It's in peeling back the layers of his identity, the stories he's told himself, and the shields he's built to protect his heart. When he shares his dreams and fears, it is not an act of weakness but an offering, a sacred invitation for you to witness who he truly is. Understand this. A man does not share lightly. He has learned that the world can be unkind, that vulnerability can be met with judgment or dismissal. But with you, he feels the possibility of something greater. It is not just about words exchanged. It is about the energy between two beings who recognize each other beyond the physical. When he speaks to you, he is not just sharing information. He is offering a piece of his essence, hoping you will hold it gently. This act is rare. It signifies that he sees something in you that resonates deeply within him. He sees your light, your strength, and your capacity to nurture and hold space for his humanity. It is not a superficial connection, but one rooted in mutual respect, admiration, and the desire to grow together. When a man shares with you, he is saying, "I trust you." He is revealing his fears, not because he seeks solutions, but because he seeks understanding. He shares his dreams, not for validation, but because he believes you can see the greatness in him, even when he struggles to see it himself. He speaks of his past, not to dwell in it, but to show you the journey that has shaped him, hoping you will accept him as he is. This sharing is not about perfection, nor is it about solving every problem. It is about the willingness to meet each other in the rawness of life, to stand together even when the path is unclear. When a man opens his heart to you, he is asking you to stand beside him in the unknown, to navigate the challenges and celebrate the triumphs as partners. This is the essence of love. Not just romantic love, but the love that awakens us to our highest potential. It is the love that says, "I see you, and I choose you." It is a love that does not demand, but invites. It does not seek to possess, but to nurture. It is a love that recognizes the divinity within you, just as it recognizes the divinity within him. So, if a man shares his soul with you, cherish it. Not because he expects anything in return, but because it is a rare and sacred act. Hold his heart with care, just as he holds yours. Together, you have the power to create something extraordinary, a connection that transcends the ordinary, a union that reflects the infinite potential of love itself. There comes a time in every person's life when they realize they are far more than the circumstances they've endured, the labels they've been given, or the limits they've placed on themselves. At that moment, something extraordinary happens. They begin to awaken to the truth of who they really are. They understand that they are not a victim of their past, but rather the architect of their future. You are more powerful than you've been led to believe. The thoughts you think, the emotions you feel, and the actions you take are not just reactions to your environment. They are the very tools by which you create your reality. When you choose to rise above fear, doubt, and insecurity, you step into the infinite potential of your being. True transformation begins when you decide to let go of the old story, the story that says you are not enough, that life is happening to you, or that change is impossible. It is in surrendering that story that you open the door to a new reality, one where your thoughts and feelings align with the vision of the person you want to become. The key is to live as though your future has already been realized. Feel the gratitude, the love, and the joy of that future in this moment, because your body doesn't know the difference between what is real and what you vividly imagine. The heart and mind must work together. When the heart is open and the mind is clear, you are no longer living by the survival emotions of fear, anger, and guilt. Instead, you are living in creation, in love, and in gratitude. These elevated emotions become the signal you send out to the universe, and the universe responds in kind. You see, the energy you emit is the energy you attract. If you live in lack, you attract more lack. If you live in abundance, you invite abundance into your life. This isn't just philosophy, it's science. Your brain is constantly rewiring itself based on your thoughts and emotions. Every time you choose a new thought or behavior, you create new neural pathways. Over time, those pathways become your new default state. The greatest gift you can give yourself is to commit to becoming the best version of you. Not for anyone else, but for yourself. When you embrace the process of transformation, you inspire others to do the same. You become a light in the darkness, a beacon of what's possible when someone decides to step into their power. Remember, the life you desire isn't somewhere outside of you. It's already within you. It's waiting for you to claim it, to own it, to live it. Every thought you think, every decision you make, every action you take is either moving you closer to that life or further away. The choice is yours, every moment, every day. So, decide today to step into the unknown, to embrace the uncertainty of change, and to trust the process. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You just need to take the first step, and then the next, and then the next. The universe will meet you halfway, guiding you, supporting you, and aligning circumstances in your favor. You are the creator of your destiny, the master of your fate, and the author of your life. Believe in yourself because the power that created worlds also resides within you. You are limitless. You are extraordinary. You are enough. When a man shares this with you, it is because you hold a special place in his heart. He wants you to understand something that goes beyond words, a profound truth about life, love, and the infinite potential within you. In this world, filled with noise and distractions, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. It's easy to forget the deep reservoirs of strength and wisdom that lie dormant within us. But you, yes, you are capable of so much more than you imagine. You are not bound by your past or by the limitations that others may have placed upon you. Every thought you think, every feeling you embrace, every decision you make is shaping your reality. You are a creator. Whether you realize it or not, you are weaving the fabric of your life moment by moment. The power of your mind, your heart, and your soul is extraordinary. But to tap into that power, you must begin with a simple yet profound truth: awareness. Awareness is the key to unlocking the future you desire. When you step back from the chaos of life and observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, you become the architect of your own destiny. No longer are you a victim of circumstance or a prisoner of routine. You become free to love, free to grow, and free to create the life you were born to live. And here's the most beautiful part: transformation is not just about you. When you step into the fullness of who you are, when you rise to meet the highest vision of yourself, you give others permission to do the same. Your light becomes a beacon, your love becomes a healing force, and your presence becomes a gift to the world. This man who shares this message with you sees something extraordinary in you. He sees your potential, your courage, and your beauty, not just outwardly, but in the depths of your being. He knows that your journey is your own, but he wants you to remember that you are never alone. The universe is always conspiring in your favor, guiding you, supporting you, and encouraging you to become the best version of yourself. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow. Every setback is a lesson in disguise, and every moment is a chance to begin again. So, take this message to heart. Know that you are cherished, not only for who you are but for who you are becoming. Know that your life is a masterpiece in progress, and you are the artist. And know that the love you give, the kindness you show, and the dreams you pursue are all threads in the great tapestry of existence. This man sees you for who you are and who you could be. That is why he has shared this with you, because you are special not just to him but to the world.